2 years approximately. I kept myself closed. I didn't come out. I didn't face anybody. But I felt I will not be able to act. I was thinking I will not be able to face people. That is the saddest part, that after a certain time, you are not yourself. You are others. My first learning from the cinema is that if we can save a producer to be in the industry, it's good for all of us.
Hello, welcome to Indulge Express, and today we have none other than Prosenjit Chatterjee with us.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Dada, Abhhiman is just about to release, where you are playing a musician, Akash Chatterjee, যেখানে he has traits of depression and Alzheimer's, যেটা teaser আমরা দেখেছি. So, how was it playing such a? I'm sure it was a very difficult character to play because.
Normally people doesn't come to me if it's a very straight character. It has to be very complicated, complex. And honestly speaking, I have done now, after around 40 plus years and doing so much of work, I really look forward to do something which I have not done in my basket. So yes, I have done a lot of characters which are singers like Lalon or maybe Kishore Kumar, and earlier there used to be a lot of songs in the film where we used to, sync, lip sync, and all this used to happen. But nowadays the song is coming as a part of the film. So for me, doing that kind of a rock star, which is maybe around 20-25 years back, it's a rock star at the same time. In Bangla, we have this concept very strongly. জীবনমুখী গান যেটাকে আমরা বলি, গৌতম দা, সুমন দা, then অঞ্জন দা, নচি. So all of those stalwarts, to represent them, and also it was a big challenge that today's generation, for them the rock star is Rupam. So Arun Chatterjee, again I represented the superstar. So but that superstar was today's superstar.
Right.
So I had to keep that the nature which I had seen very closely from my father or from Uttam Jethu or all of them. But I wanted to blend that superstar of today's generation, like Shah Rukh and all. So I always told that, and for this
like an amalgamation.
Akash Chatterjee also I wanted to blend. That was really challenging. And this man, suddenly he's lost. So that's again a big challenge for me to do that. So I have 3 shades in this particular Abhhiman film. For me, doing that kind of a character was also something which I have not done. It's not only age; it's the man. People used to wait to hear his voice.
Right.
This man is not talking. He's not reacting. And if he's also reacting, he's reacting in a different way. For me, that was a huge challenge, and you all know that, I had worked in a film called Moiraki, and for me, Soumitra Chatterjee has always been a lesson, and I was blessed to be with him in that entire film. So I will never be able to act like Soumitra Kaku, but whenever I thought I will do this character, the first thing which it came to my mind, that let me take out all the things which I kept in my mind while seeing his work, not my acting, his work. I just tried to recollect those moments, how he handled this character, and I also had to find out few people whom I know they are into a lot of depression, and honestly speaking, I'm talking about 30 plus years back, when I used to do 3 shifts, 4 shifts a day. There was a time when around 1.5 years, 2 years approximately, I kept myself closed. I didn't come out. I didn't face anybody. So that was I was too young that time, but it happened for my personal reason. But I felt I will not be able to act. I was thinking I will not be able to face people. So all this small little experience of your life. When I do this kind of a character, I try to get that emotions back, and that helps me a lot. So that's how I portrayed this. It's not a very easy character. So yeah, I tried my best.
And as you had mentioned that you had shut yourself up, so has stardom left you lonely anytime?
I think it's not stardom. I think some people who had reached to a position where there are a lot of people who look upon, like it can be a corporate world.
Right.
Who is the, like, maybe somebody who's the CEO of a corporate world running with the show. I was just watching Titan.
Right.
So you see, these people have their own. There's a time it comes that for them, their personal life, people doesn't want to understand that he's also end of the day is a human being. Everything is same. Blood, flesh, emotions, everything is same. But there are so much of layers, so much of expectations.
Right.
So you can be guided, you can be, I will say, you can be guided, somebody can
Just
do
hold
few
your
things,
hand.
but end of that it's you.
Right.
There are thousand lenses
Pointed at you.
everywhere. It's on you. Then it sometimes it becomes, you have to come take out your own time. You have to talk to yourself. You আমাকে আমার মতন থাকতে দাও kindly. It's not.
It's like a cocoon.
It's just not
if I
for.
may say.
Yeah. So I think it happens. It happens to the people where you are not yourself. That is the saddest part, that after a certain time you are not yourself. You are others. Then you have to maintain yourself also.
Right.
So there's always a conflict.
Between the your inner self and the self that the world is seeing. Right. Also, not just the industry, but among your old friends also, you may have met people whom you have later realized that they have just been opportunists. Do you ever feel that if you had a magic to understand or read people from beforehand, you would have been less attached to a few?
Again, I'm saying you can't judge in that way. I think I'll say in my 45 years plus career, there are very few people whom I will say they have been with me for taking any kind of a opportunity, because basically, that's up to yourself. And long back, I just wrote this story after receiving this Padma Shri, that my mother, when I was around 19-20 years, she always used to tell me that because I'm from a family, my father was also a very, very, very big star. So my mother used to say that you always try to, if you have people around you, either they should be more educated than you, they should be very open and come and tell you that this is right and this is wrong. So after a certain time, if you see my team who are around me, who I always say it's not my team, they're my family, they are all Gen Z.
Right.
All into 30s.
Right.
And what I like about them, because of my ma, I try to, of course, I mean, I have a lot of doctor friends, lawyer, but they keep me, they doesn't feel that we are telling it to a star. They can come and tell me, no, this doesn't work today. That helps me.
Right.
They are not denying me, they love me and they're telling it, but they are genuine.
Right.
They can come and tell you. They doesn't have that,
that barrier.
No. So I always maintain that mother's thing, that I try to keep people around me who can come and tell me, this is right, no, don't do this is wrong. this acting doesn't work today. I go to that extent. So in a way, I'm blessed. And but this is absolutely a tip given by my ma from her experience. Maybe I don't know, but that really helped me a lot.
So, as we were talking about this young team, the producers for this film is also very new.
Very new, very young,
Very young,
and
yes.
it's very good that I think this trend is coming in our Bangla industry. It's a very very good sign. In other industry, it's been for years that the person who is creative, who can be a director, who can be a music director, actors, they are turning into producer. What I personally feel that it's not feel, it's this producer world is just not somebody who's getting money. The person who is producing a film has to understand cinema. He also has to
drive the
understand the
whole
exploitation.
thing. Yeah.
So that's the reason he's a producer. He or she is a producer. It's a good thing that Jishu and Shaurav, it's their first, Abhiman is their first
Right.
child. I always say making film is just giving a birth to a child kind of a thing. You be with the film for 10 months, then you come up with a beautiful son or a daughter. So it's something like that. It has an emotional connect. So I think that's a very good sign. And these two people are mad. They're crazy, but I think that works. You have to be crazy when you do a film.
Right. And because you have also worked in big banner films, and here you were also working with newbies. Devi Chodhurani was also from a first time producer. How is working different in a big house and independent producers?
It really doesn't matter to me if you see my entire journey. I mean, quote unquote, whatever you say, the topmost production house we have right now in Bengal, all of them had started their journey along with Prosenjit.
Right.
Even I was a new person
Right.
some point of time.
Right.
And honestly speaking, if you see all my mainstream cinema list, even a person like I'll tell you, Jagadish Da, he's no more. So Jagadish Da used to be our all this camera setup supplier. I know Jagadish Da before that.
Okay.
So he had produced a film called Ram Lakhon that ran for 50 weeks. So I had worked with numbers of new first-time producer, numbers of first-time director. All the great directors' assistant become director, and eventually I became the hero of the film.
Right.
And that worked, and then they became very successful director. So I think somebody has to stand beside the first-time producer or a director.
But then, how do you trust a first-time producer? Is it the story that you
No,
think that
it is
will
of
work?
course producer has a very very big role, and after a certain time, today things have changed.
Right.
So what I do normally, if it's a first time producer or new one who doesn't have that much of experience, without any kind of a I'll say professional equation also, I try to give him my experience or support. Because my first learning from the cinema is that if we can save a producer to be in the industry, it's good for all of us.
All of us, definitely.
So that's somewhere I have learned, I've grown. Not me, it's like our generation.
Right.
We always believed that. All my actors, all my directors, कि भाई producer टाका फेरत दिते होबे. That's like a दायबद्धता.
दायबद्धता.
So we believed this, and now maybe things have changed, but that
initial learnings will always remain. Right. Right.
If they're doing something wrong, I will talk to them and say, "Don't do this. You'll get hurt."
Right. Right.
So that's it.
So this is your first project with ID, right? As,
Yeah.
Like ID as a director.
Right.
And it has a team with Srijata, Srijit, and of course Shubhasri, Jishu, Shaurabh, everybody. So how good a team it was.
It was a fantastic team.
It was like friends working.
Friends working together, and they have huge respect towards me and love, both. It's a respect and love. And they always made me feel that I think I'm the most lovable person on the set, and they all are very sweet. Let me be very honest. ID himself is very sweet person, and he's a legend in the world of music. And I'd seen his work, of course, all of his films, and he has grow. I mean, the kind of cinema he wants to do or tell the story, he had made a kind of a signature, which is very important.
Right.
Not it's not his as a director. He's not working for 10 years or 15 years, but he created his own signature. I think that's very important. He doesn't want to do something because for sake of doing something.
No, he takes his own time.
Own space, own thing, and he believes in it.
Right.
That belief is also very important. I really thoroughly enjoyed the shoot process, and it used to be fun. But the scenes which we are doing, those are very, I will say, not only dramatic, I will say very sensitive, very intense, very sensitive. And that's the beauty of cinema.
Right. So as you mentioned before that creating Akash Chatterjee was, taking bits and pieces of the new generation rock stars and the Jibon Mukhi Ganer. So did you also take inputs from ID and Jishu because it's his idea, the story?
Jishu idea, of course, yes, because I'm totally director's actor. Of course, yes, and especially when I do something which is musical, I had to take a lot of training, tips. I had to learn a bit of guitar. But Jishu, sometime he was on the set. What I liked about it, that he's a very good technician. Let me be very honest, and that somehow I even Ritu Pondogosh used to say that Boombar best thing is that he is totally technically sound. So to be actor also you need to I will not say learn, but with the experience you need to understand the technicalities of the cinema making, and then it helps a director to do a lot of good things with that actor. So I think Jishu had developed that in a very good way, and there were a lot of crane shot, jeep shots, which he conducted. That was really a fun. Jishu became a float director, but he does it with a lot of passion.
So you have reinvented yourself in a lot many ways than any actor, I would say. When you look at Akash Chatterjee, which part of him felt entirely new or terrifying to you as an actor? Like something you haven't done before?
I mean, I want to tell you, but honestly speaking, we can't expose that side with the girl. That is something, it's something very different, I can say that. People have started talking, but that's a very genuine, very interesting, very real, but sometimes we don't want to look into that kind of a thing, maybe.
Okay. So as we wrap up, I just have one question. That Abhhiman, it's a very Bengali term and we don't have the exact English words for it.
Abhhiman, let me be very honest, is, if you watch the film, I'm sure you will watch it. You will not be able to tell any other title for this film.
Okay. What is Abhhiman for you?
For me, Abhhiman, I think, is something very personal. It is there with everybody in the world. And the best part of Abhhiman is, it is not anger.
Right.
When anybody, you are I mean, I can't tell it in English, you have rightly said.
Hmm.
I mean, if you have Abhiman on me, you will wait maybe years. But the sweetest part, the day this Abhiman, when I come to you and tell you
It
something,
melts in a second.
it melts in a second, and that is the sweetest part of Abhiman.
Yes.
So that melting is very important.
Right.
So I think our film also talks about that.
ওকে অ্যান্ড ইন্ডাস্ট্রিতে এমন কেউ আমি আগেন এটা আমি ইংলিশে জিজ্ঞেস করতে পারবো না, ইন্ডাস্ট্রিতে এমন কেউ আছে যার উপর তুমি অভিমান করেছো এবং পরে সেটা মিটেও গেছে?
You see, there are so many people আমি অভিমান করেছি, আমার ওপর কত লোকের অভিমান করেছি. You see, with the time it changes.
রাইট।
সো মুভি আগে যে অভিমানগুলো হয়েছে আমার, সেটা মিটতে সময় নিয়েছে. এখন অভিমান হলে আমি নিজেই রাত্রিবেলা একটা সময় ভাবি, ছোট, আমি বুড়ে ডেকে নিতে আদর করে দিয়েছে, কি করবো, দ্যাট কাইন্ড অফ এ থিং.
ঠিক আছে, থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ।
থ্যাংক ইউ.
থ্যাংক ইউ।